Okay, mic check, 1, 2. All right, let's talk about it. Okay. Hello, everyone. This is for family and friends, those who have been looking for me. I have been away for quite a minute, and that was because I had to get my mind right, honey. I had to get away from all the pressure that you guys put me through. Well, anyway, this message is gonna go out to family. Okay. I had what was that? A question come up today, and I was asked what?
Do you miss like any of your family?
No, I don't. I was asked, did I miss any of you guys? And the answer is no. And I'm just being honest. And the reason why I'm being honest is because, baby, I'm chasing money right now. Okay. What Future say? We don't chase what? We don't chase.
You don't chase them? Who?
You don't know Future song, girl. You better get into it, baby. We don't chase people. We chase checks. Okay. So anyway, this
I'll
message
never
is
chase a check.
exactly. Y'all know I love my Future
Percocet.
though. Molly Percocet. So anyway, I just want to let you know, to all my family and friends, I do love you guys, but let me tell you something, change is always good. I feel like this when it come down to if you're in a situation that is not serving you, you have to remove yourself out of it. And that's kind of what I have done. So for those who are looking for me, please stop. I am alive. I am well. I'm a grown, stinking woman. I'm a grown woman, and I'm pretty much safe. Uh, and I just really don't want the drama in my life. The only drama I want is money, and money right now. But please know that I do love you, right? Right?
I guess you don't love nobody.
Stop it. We do. We do love our family. Sometimes you just have to separate yourself from those, especially like if you're always fussing and fighting in your family. Maybe like Taylor Swift said, it's me. I'm the problem. It's me. And so because of that, I just remove myself, and I will continue to remove myself from any situation that is not serving me. Now, if y'all want to talk about making money and, get it on, and
I
I'm your
think that's where a
girl.
lot of people mess up at when they talk about what they want to bring their family along into their endeavor. And the thing that happens is family will bring you down quicker than they bring you up. And I get the concept. I had to learn a lesson like, okay, everybody can't go up with you. You
Hmm.
know, you made $1 million. Now you try to put your family on because your family ain't gonna look at it and be like, "Oh, you made $1 million. She teaching me how to fish." No, they want that million. You like, I'll give you 10,000. No, I want the million. They greedy. They want the million. You like, but you can't have the million. I just got this million. No, 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 no. No, I want the million. And so the lesson in life is that when you get up, you up. Your family is not up with you because at the end of the day, people always preach the family talk. Oh, family this and family need to help out one another. But when they get up, they ain't mention you.
And the main ones that be preaching family should stick together and look out for your family, be the main ones in the family that be bringing the division.
I'm trying to tell you.
Okay. And my whole thing is when it come down uh to certain situations, I have a heart. I love, and when I love hard. And I would say to many of you who know me, family and friends, this is only for my family and friends, by the way. But I'm a lover, not a fighter. But it seems like sometimes a lot of people try to pull the fighter out of me, and that's not what I'm about. I am about chasing that dollar. So it breaks my heart a lot of times. Like, you guys, y'all don't see me. But I know where you are. Y'all are in the same situation year after year after year. And me, I would love to teach you how to fish. However, I can't fight while I'm doing this. So I choose to remove myself out of certain situations. So please know that I do love you and I'm alive and well and looking gorgeous, by the way, eating good. And I did relocate, uh, move my businesses and everything, and I'm doing good. So for the most part, I'm doing good. So this is, mainly for the family and friends. Now, if want to get back to talking about the content creators, there are a lot of content creators who are divorcing right now, who started out, with their family, happy wife, happy life, married, children, and everything. Well, nothing but a bunch of BS anyway, if you ask me. But however, I feel like it's a fashion thing,
Well, I think
everybody jump on the train, of let's get married or let's pretend we're married and let's make content because that's where the money is, right? And now everybody is breaking up. There's also, something that's going on now. Everybody jumping up on the breakup train.
I like this come down to this content stuff is that a lot of people, when you look at it, a lot of people you hear about the divorce and stuff, and this is the age of Aquarius, right?
Hmm.
And when I see a lot of people that got together, a lot of people like we just learned today, the lady who just got killed after cheating on her husband. You know, the man murdered her. The man upset the stalker murdered her, the one that she was cheating with. A lot of these people get in relationships with um a lot of people get in relationships with people for building purposes, or I'm working at McDonald's, so I'm gonna get in this relationship with this man because right now he got this, or I'm gonna get in a relationship with this woman because I'm gonna use her to my ability, and I'm not really into her, but I can see that I can get this much out of Shorty, or I get this much out of him, da da da, blah blah blah, and then they don't see the long term. Like, you know what? I want to build this person. I want to love this
If you
person.
get in a relationship to use a person, I mean, that right there, you already
Look
put a
at
limit on the relationship.
look at Brianna.
Yeah, I mean,
She never was into him. She her whole game, even with this new
I
dude.
bet she into him now. Hmm.
But even with this new dude that she trying to do, she don't like him either. She's only looking at it like if I could teach him what I'm taught, what I was taught, put him onto the game that I was taught, he'll be able to take care of me. And she's doing it the wrong way.
Right.
Cause this dude is hungry. He coming in. Them dudes in New York, they have it rough, and he ain't really no real hustler in New York. Cause
Now, I think the men from New York, either you have it or you don't. And he is just one of those dudes that he
don't
just
have
don't
it.
have it.
Yeah.
So when it come down to it, like she got a loser, that she's trying to build a man, and you can never build a man, and that's the problem. And when I look at the different content creators and I see like Xavier and Big Homie Vlogs, that was one of my couple. You turned me on to them, and I think I love them as a couple. But now that they're going their separate ways, I love how Xavier is being mature about it, and she's not putting all the business on Front Street like Brianna did LaTruth. You know, she's being respectful because she understands that
There's kids
they
involved.
they have children. You are still a mother, and he is still a father, you know and so I kind of like, how they are doing their separation. However, everybody else is making a big mess, all for the big dollars, and we're not. And what they're not doing is paying attention to the children,
Yeah, because at
the
first when she
children who are involved
when she
in the
first
situation.
she first got on there and explained her truth, I always felt like they had a relationship like you and my dad or whatever, right? And I know what I
Why would
heard
you say that you felt like their relationship was like your father and I?
because it's somebody hindering the next person. I didn't know which one it was. I didn't know who it was, but I felt like it was somebody in that relationship that's stopping the growth because I like their content, but I feel like they're not posting the way they supposed to be. Like y'all post every. I knew their money had to be running like really low or something going on with their finances because they post like when it's getting ready to be paycheck on
But
YouTube.
they said they wasn't having any money problems. But
Honey,
I get what you're saying. My thing is that anybody that you get with, if you cannot grow and expand, that's just a big no-no for me. Like every relationship that I have been in, I have always tried to work with the individual. And if, they try to stop it or they want to be the center of attention, I just back out because I feel like it's a partnership. When you are partners, you gain more and you go farther than you would just trying to be, everything is about you or me. You feel me?
right?
Yeah, that's how I feel
And
about
I
men.
think that's what she was saying that is that they wasn't a partnership. It was more about me, and you can't be doing me no more. You have to think about you and your kids, right? So, um, courtesy of hanging out with my mom. Thank you for the food. Yeah, like when it comes down to it, I think like when you have children, it's another ball game. It ain't no more about me, me, I. And when you meet people who are just that selfish, those are people I really don't think need to be parents.
Right. And I feel like it's a lot of different people who I can kind of like look back on and say that they have a little bit of your dad, like Blueface and Krishan. I was going to talk about them once, but I just left it alone. But I feel like, with Blueface trying to control the whole money thing, you know, always embarrassing Krishan. Every man that you see that always try to hold the woman back or try to put the woman down, you know, that relationship is never going to grow. The only way it grow is if, one person just basically lay down and take whatever that person is giving.
I think like what I was who talk about when I say this, but when we were talking and we was basically saying like um men. Oh no, I didn't think I bring that up. But remember the video I showed you and the guy was like a woman, he felt like his woman need to be at home working on her divine feminine
Yes.
and he could be working. I think that's another thing that we're missing. And I don't want to say that this is like when us women are out here to chase our masculinity, there are the divine feminine is crying out. So we have to believe in our femininity, you
Well,
know?
I would say this, right? For me, I used to be one of those women who would be like, I don't need a man. What do I need a man for? Like, I work and take care of myself. I was that independent woman. But along the way, with going through a lot of things that I went through, and I guess I felt that way because, my first relationship was, with your dad, it was just a bit too
Oh my God.
much. Okay.
Seems too much.
It was just too much. The way that man used to treat me, I felt like I didn't need another man, but I wanted a man, if that making sense. Like I wanted a man, but I didn't need a man because I could work and do everything on my
You could handle them bills back in the days. You can't handle these
own.
bills, right? Baby, this inflation and
well,
everything. You
well,
can't handle
now everybody is like what you bring to the table.
Yeah, cause baby, these
Soup and
things.
water, Negro. That's what I'm bringing to the table. Soup, water. No, but I felt like I was that independent woman, and then you could be independent for so long till you start realizing that you man, okay? Because me,
My
I would drive a car till the oil comes out. You need that man that care about cars. That is in tune with the engine, or even if he isn't. Like when my car used to break down, I could call up somebody and be like, "Listen, I'm having mechanical problems," and they are going to send their mechanic out. But when it's just me by myself, it's like, child, on Betsy.
my friend, I like what she my white girlfriend would say. I'm like, men be like, what you bring to the table? She'd be like, I am the table. What else you need me to bring? That's crazy. You know
Yeah,
what
I
you
don't
know what the
like that.
table is?
I know table
The
is.
table is hers. That's all she's bringing. She's the table. Now you the place what you bring it to the down on the table. So I mean, It's crazy. I feel like when I have to ask you about Dutch or what you bring to the table, those are me letting you know already I'm not gonna be able to afford you. I'm not gonna be able to handle the bills, and I don't want a family at this moment. I'm just looking to have fun. So can we be roommates, low key? That's what I look at.
Hmm. Roommates are fine, baby.
Yeah,
Well,
but
my only thing is that when I look at all these different relationships and everything from being an independent woman, a married woman or whatnot, I feel like all women, we do need a man in our life, and that independent, because a lot of times when things go wrong, the first thing we say is that the black woman is not protected, right? So I really strongly feel like even in the relationships that we get in, like with father, you know, the relationship wasn't so good. And I felt like instead of healing, I jumped out that relationship and into another. And well, I didn't even want to be in a relationship. I mean, he was the one that was, really pursuing me. And I got into that relationship not being healed, and I took on the whole persona that I'm an independent. I don't need a man, and da 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 da. Da. It just went downhill from there.
and then you gotta look at too another one from um Super, who just got into that with the man and she was fiance and
I think
Super.
Super need to heal. I think she entered into a relationship with her baby daddy, and they went for a minute, and then I know how it's like when we break up, especially women who are known to have a partner. When you break up, the embarrassing. Like you broke up with him or he left you or whatnot. That shit is embarrassing. And you feeling hurt and embarrassed all at the same time. And the next Negro that come along, you like, okay, all right. My name is Miss Poo. But it's not working. I feel like women need to learn how to heal, and that's the problem that we have. A lot of us, we do not heal, and all different in every relationship that you have. Even me with my family, I have to get away and have to heal. To find me being married, I had to, break away and finally heal. If I never would have healed, every relationship that I get in would just go down the drain.
And I look at it too when you think about relationships and you think about family or sometimes when you're in a relationship with your family and
And that is the true thing. A lot of people don't believe that. A lot of people like, oh no, a lot of mothers form relationships with their children. And this is so real. That man left, he hurt you, y'all had a bad breakup, and the next relationship you enter into is a relationship with the kids. And that's sad. You start depending on your children. I kind of been there, but I wasn't afraid to let go no matter what your sister says. I didn't I wasn't afraid to let go because I feel like in life you got to keep growing. A lot of women, we just shut down. You were like, you know what, that's it for me. I'll never get married again, I'll never be in another relationship again. But um I don't know how true that is.
I think when it comes down to relationships, right? A lot of people form these relationships and I think that um family is one that is a heartbreak and you go through so much hurt and that's how you know you heal when you know you don't miss something that hurt you, if that makes sense. Like, my my cousin did this to me and she hurt me and everything, but if I keep going back, I keep on opening up that wound that I'm healing. And you don't have to go back to be healed, if that makes
Yeah, a
sense.
lot of family members break your heart, you know. You
So,
don't. You don't have to go back to prove that you're healed. I feel like, my biggest thing that I always tell people is that forgiveness isn't for the other person, it's for you.
mhm.
And forgiveness does not mean forgive and forget. Throw it away and, continue on the same path. I think forgiveness is coming into the reality that guess what? it happened. You know, it doesn't matter who did what, it happened. And the first person you must forgive is yourself. Let me forgive myself first. Okay. Now I'm going to forgive you. And I'm going to move on. And I feel like you really don't have to go and tell that person, like when I was a bona fide Christian, it says to leave your gift at the altar and go to your brother, right? And get it right with your brother. Man, that shit don't work. That don't work because I remember
No, because
Papa auntie that I tried to do that to. That hoe did not hear me, and yet she still spread lies and rumors. And that part I feel like God haven't delivered me from, because I'm gonna help her the day that I see her and her children. But anyway, um, I feel like you gotta forgive. Forgiveness is for you, and then you move on. Forgiveness, and you must never forget, because the moment you forget, you end back up into situations like the lady in Miami. Her and her husband, they broke up, he left her. Then 10 years later they reunite, right? They get back together, they reconcile their marriage, and they're happy for a minute. Then the Negro kill her. I mean, going back ain't always good. You keep moving forward. That's what it is about growth. A lot of us, we do not like to change. We are afraid of change. Forgive, never forget, and continue to move on in any relationship. Whether your husband divorced you, your boyfriend left, your girlfriend left, whether it was a cousin, brother, or sister. Whoever broke your heart, heal from that. Forgive yourself. Never forget, because it was a lesson in it, and then you move on. That's what I think.
well, I look at it like it's a lesson into it, and I also think that sometimes we come in this world, we hold on to people, and a lot of times with that seasonal and lifetime thing, we tend to think that family is lifetime when family is season. I feel like sometimes they were a lesson that you had to learn, and you get into with family. Once you learn that lesson, you no longer, my desire for me to be with my family is not the same. Like, I don't care to go back. When I hear what's going on, it's like, okay, I have my own friends, I have my own life that I got going on. You have your own family that you create, that you have to deal with. So when you have to think about family, even when your kids and stuff like that, with my kids, I'm going to teach them that it's simply, you got to go through things to understand that this is my family, but this person might not be for a lifetime. This might be a seasonal family. You might grow up and never see your brother again, or you might grow up and never see them again. Like, you have to understand that it's not a lifetime. When you agree,
Hmm.
like, people just think that I'm gonna be with this person, I'm gonna be with them for a lifetime. Family isn't a lifetime.
They're not, but I'm gonna tell you one thing that I can appreciate about my family, right? This is what I appreciate about you guys, is that regardless of whatever it is that we may go through, that if I send up a signal and say help, bitch down, that my family will come. When it come down to protecting one another, my family will do that. However, I have to separate myself from family, because really my focus is so much greater. I can't, keep getting caught up in the family drama. I don't know how many times you have to say, I'm sorry, or what did I do? I feel like, it comes a time in life where you have to say, hey, I got to pack up and leave. And that's what I'm doing. And so when you see me over there, don't say, oh, she thinks she better than everybody. No, I'm not. I never think that I'm better than anyone. I never look down on anyone. You know, I'm here to help everybody. But if you ain't listening, I ain't got time. I just simply do not have the time. And that's what I look at. So you learn, you forgive, never forget, and you continue to grow. Family, friends. It's a lot of friends that I probably would never speak to again. A lot of them bitches, like, really.
It's like
A
you,
lot. Like, thank you for the experience, bitch, but never ever
and it
again,
is.
ho.
It's too like with my friends. Like it's a certain caliber of friends. Like I have different level of friends, and it's sad to say, but on that level of friends, I know I can't be this type of person, and on this level of friends, I can be this type of person, and so I'm really starting to clean up my friends and stuff like that, where it's I could be who I am with my friends. I don't have to feel like I'm bragging, because when you feel like you're bragging around your friends, then that means that your friends is not at your level, and it's
Yeah,
time
see,
to
you have to
upgrade.
get around people who are going to celebrate you. That when you are talking about your success, they are not looking at you as if you are bragging. They understand.
Mhm.
They could,
We
celebrate
talk
with
together
you.
because I have certain friends
Exactly.
that is like, girl, for real? Okay, well, look, let me teach you about blah, 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 blah. Then you got some other friends that be like, this trick, think she's all that. And
Hmm.
no, I'm not, boo. I got problems just like you have problems.
Yeah,
I
we
got
all have
issues like that.
problems.
And I think that's where a lot of people get up there when you trying to paint your life as if it's better than the next person, is where the problem comes in, because that's when you know that that
We are
person life,
all human.
yeah.
At the end of the day, we are all human. No one is better than the other.
Hmm.
Some of us, just chase a dollar better than one another, but that still doesn't make us superior to anyone.
That's true. It
And when
doesn't.
and when you are down to earth and you are, trying to mingle with everyone, I feel like a lot of people take you for granted. And I don't have time for that. Like when you put yourself in certain situations, you become too common,
The
with the
church
people.
people say, the church people or something else, they be like, oh, you getting too common with those folks, honey. You can't be
Yeah,
around there
you
with
gotta
those common people.
you gotta come
And,
on.
and you like, you just because, and I don't look at myself like that. I feel like, and that's one thing about my friends, when they used to hang down in Miami a lot, when I had those friends, they used to be like, stop talking to those bombs. Like I would be talking to random people,
See,
and they
I don't
felt that
believe in
I
that. I
need
don't
to
believe
be
that you look
in a
down on
certain
people,
group.
right?
And I'm like, I think that I would never look down on people, because I feel like everybody is my friend. Like the
Exactly.
homeless guy is my friend, because a homeless person can teach me something. This person can teach me something. Everybody's my friend until you make me mad. Then I become, you know,
Yeah, I just look at it that in
Charlie the
life,
fire starter.
and I cannot, say it enough that we must forgive, never forget, and continue to move forward, right? In life. So I'm not um shitting on anyone when I say I don't want to talk to you anymore. It's just that, some certain
You
conversations
outgrow
you
situation.
outgrow it,
You
I
outgrow.
get tired of talking about what Lala them did. How much money did she make? Who teaching somebody how
But
to
you
get
just
the
told me,
money?
oh, but sweetheart, you just said that Lala. You were just talking about her yet last night.
No, I want to talk about
Yes,
no damn
yes, yes,
Lala.
sweetie. You were just talking about Lana. You just said something about Lana. I'm like,
I want to talk about no
see, you know
goddamn
when to
Lala.
fake this. See, I think I'm
No.
gonna have to ghost you again. See, that's what I think, sister girl. You be right here, you be
No,
talking
I want
crap.
talking about
You be
Lala.
talking crap about everybody. So I think I'm
No,
gonna have to ghost you.
I'm
See, you
serious,
know
but
what?
you
You
know
the
that I
family
do.
member that I'm gonna have to go ahead and I'm gonna have to leave. You not a forever. You just a seasonal. Okay, I've been sprinkling. You've been treading on ice. I've been letting you live, sis. But I think I'm
Stop
about to
it.
leave you right in the past
No,
too.
stop it. I really don't. I do not have time for
You
Lala.
gonna be
Anyone
watching on the
else?
outside and be like, "That's my daughter." I'd be like, "I don't know that lady. Please get her, please, honey. Don't do it, honey. I don't have to worry about you like Black China mom, because then I'll just be like,
That is
see,
so nasty
that
to
is so
me.
gross.
That is so gross.
Oh my God. I'm like,
Mhm.
oh, I want to throw up
Number
in my
one,
mouth.
what I would say to Tokyo Tony is that your children are grown. Let them go. Let them live.
She only have one
Why you
child.
worried about what this woman is doing and what she's not doing? Whether or not you have one child, we as parents, we have to grow. I told you I'm getting ready to start that group. Fuck them kids groups. That's exactly what my group is gonna be called. And
Mhm.
not saying in a derogatory way, but simply you gotta let go sometimes and you gotta live your life. See, my other daughter feel like, mama need to be, she can do certain things or say certain things to me because Mom, no, you can't do that, boo boo.
Mm-mm.
No,
There should be a level
forget
of
you.
respect.
Forget you and everybody else, because guess what? I'm going to live. I'm gonna live my life, and I'm gonna have a wonderful time. So I feel like Tokyo Tony, that's her name. She had too much time on her hand
Oh
around here
yeah, she was
playing with
going.
your nasty cat in
You know,
front of
she
your
got
man.
a tape out.
That's nasty.
Miss Elephant Arms. She need to be out in
I
the
wouldn't
gym
want nothing
working
that my
out.
children want. And I mean, that's just nasty to me. But I feel like a lot of parents got to
No, I think you keep trying to
let
take up for
go and let
Tokyo
God.
Tony, but Tokyo Tony, number
Now, I
one,
wasn't taking up for her.
she's
I just say
jealous of
let
her
her go.
daughter.
Yeah, it's a lot of parents who are jealous, but I'm not one
And
of
for
them.
you to send a picture of your body to your daughter, man, that is the most upright, disrespectful,
I mean,
nastiest
she
crap.
is a crackhead though, but
Mom, come on now. That just, come on. That just made me say, whoa. The whole, that make the, if your daughter had a husband and he wanted to marry her, I mean, if she had a fiance and he wanted to marry her, and you did something like that, he like, oh no, I don't want to have no family with this woman, honey. The whole family messed
the
up.
whole family
Yeah,
crazy.
you know what I mean? So I think, like, when it come down to it, I feel like when it come down to family, family is a way
Hmm.
to, they're your first teachers.
I believe that too.
They teach you, and you go out in this world and you're gonna learn, like, you're gonna go
They are
out.
teaching you life lessons.
Yeah, like you deal with a lot of your aunts, you know. With my grandma, your mom had to deal with her sisters being, as evil as they are, and she ran away from her, one ran to her. It's like, okay, she had to learn from her sisters first. You don't see no betrayal until you first see your family. Your family is your first betrayal.
Oh my God, those heartaches are the
They're
worst.
the worst. It's worse than a male, like, man heartbreak. With a man, you could go run him over with your car. Family, you got to think twice. You're like, I love this
You will
person.
run them over with your car.
Hey, listen, that's just me. My blood, throw some grease on him while he sleep. You heard of the blue-eyed butcher? I'll have to torture a man, honey. I can't. You can't gonna play with me.
Well, I mean, I just, I
I can
never
make you
really
some
do
acid
lives.
cheesecake.
Nah, yeah. Hello. No, I
Hello.
never really do lives. I just came on just testing this thing out, and I have a lot of people who be looking for me, and for some reason they have hunt down my YouTube page. So I just felt like giving them a shout out here to let them know that I'm okay. I love everybody. But go ahead on and send your tithe and offerings, okay? Send your tithe and
That's when
offerings.
people
Get it?
leave church, honey. That's
I know you're
exactly when
right.
they
You're
leave
right.
church, honey. That's when they, you know what? I'm gonna write a note. The
Yeah.
next time I go to church and the pastor asks me for some money, I'm gonna write him a note and say, "See, you had me, sir. But when you start asking for my money, I had to go.
You
I knew that
hey,
was the devil right there
look,
and
look.
there.
You had me with that third. Hallelujah.
Oh, Jesus is free, baby. Jesus is free. I did not know that I had to pay for Jesus. You know what? That's crazy.
Yeah, but I just feel like, to all my family and friends, I love you guys, but I'm on this journey, and I will be sending out emails. So if I have your email, then I will let you know, um, give you guys an update, but I'm not really trying to, travel and get back to where I used to be. I hope everybody is doing well. Um, Especially, family members. I hope you guys are doing good, but you don't have to look for me, honey. I'm learning how to ride a motorcycle. That's what I'm doing.
Ride a motorcycle, learning how to live. And I feel like, you know, sometimes being away from your family is the best thing.
Learning how to survive in the snow. Just learning new things all
Because
together,
I don't
and
want to get
that's
out
what
my
life
car.
is
It's so
about.
fucking cold.
Yeah, I'm going in a minute. But yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. But if you guys, which I know that one particular person will, just remember this, that I'm a lover, not a fighter. And I'm in the area of my life where I learn how to forgive. So I'm not pressed, okay? But I would never forget.
Never
but I'm
forget it.
still not pressed.
Yes, ma'am.
But I am pressing forward
Hold on,
because I
wait.
got to move forward in my life.
You
But
press.
I'm never mad. No, I'm
You
never
press
pressed.
what? No, you press us. You press. I don't even think that's the word anymore, girl. You gotta live it up.
I don't know, but I'm not. I don't hold any
Catch
grudges
up
in
your
my heart.
vocabulary.
I'm not mad with anyone, but what they say insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. Listen, that's not me. Okay. Tried this. Okay. I know been to this rodeo too many different times and it just doesn't work for me. So if you are willing to live and learn, then maybe we can reconnect somewhere further down the line, but just not right now. Right now, I got to learn how to ride this bike. Okay. And I'm enjoying life. And I think I'm getting ready to jump out of a parachute, right?
Mhm.
Going parachute
We're going
jumping, just having a
skydiving.
blast. And
It's
I
called
feel like that's
skydiving.
what everybody should focus on living the best life possible for you and for your children and for your grandchildren and your grandmama and pappies and everybody else. So
Mhm.
that's where I am. I love you all, but always remember I forgive anybody. And if I done anything to offend you, I don't give a fuck.
I'll tell anybody. I'm like, yo, for me personally, like, I don't even care. Like, I don't forgive and I don't forget, honey. That's me. You could say that because I tried that forgiving and I went and wrote a paragraph and I purged my heart out because I was such a Christian
That person
and I
wasn't ready
no
for it,
no,
but
but
you
it's
have
not
to
even about being
forgive.
ready. I know did that with several people and they played with me. And then that side of me that I try to like literally keep down, that evil side of me just want to grab a knife and gut them and then I'm like, no, that's the devil. So for me, I just rather not care. I'd rather just burn bridges and be like, hey, you did it. Turn it to Chucky. Hey, you did it. I didn't do it. I don't want to be your friend no way. Like, don't play with me. Because I know that I'm here and I'm being genuine to a person and then you play with my heart, you play with my fit. Like, nah. So you just for me personally, even with my husband, like this, got this much.
Mhm.
He'll be walking
Well, I
to
walk a
heaven.
different path,
He'll be walking
hopefully
to
I lead
heaven.
by example. But I just wanted to just put that out there for my family and friends. Um,
She
I
forgive you guys,
I forgive you
but she doesn't forget.
guys. I can't forget.
And she wants you guys to understand that
Understand?
she love you guys,
I love them.
but she don't fuck with
I don't fuck with them. There you
you.
go.
Oh my god. So when she do have her get-togethers and her parties, you're not invited. Okay, and when you guys find out that she did have a party and she didn't invite you, just say, "Oh, we did something to that trick." And she gonna be all the B's, the H's, the C's, and everything else you want to call her, because at the end of the day, it's the end, honey. The veil has closed, the door has closed. You got to go, baby.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can't be around people who are disrespectful.
Mm-mm. No, I won't be around them either.
Yeah.
That's how you end up in jail. You seen the girl who killed her cousin because he got around there and started he disrespected her, so she ended up killing him. She shot her right on down. She can't tell
See,
how she trying
I
to
would
fight
not
her
give
cousin.
anyone that much power over me.
She shot her cousin because the cousin came over there to her house and saying, "Oh, y'all keep on disrespecting me, so I'm gonna fight you." Da 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 da. Blah blah. And when she went over there, the auntie pulled out a gun and shot them both dead. And I don't find nothing wrong with that. You should never been on their property trying to fight.
True that.
If they did something
Because
to you,
family is about love and sticking
yeah.
together and oh my
And everybody
God,
was like, the
all that
auntie
good
was so
stuff.
wrong. And I'm like, she should never been on her property trying to
True,
fight. That was a
true.
threat. And family member they know how to antagonize you. So the only thing I would say is, honey, just to move along, leave those people alone. You love them from afar. You always will have love because you grew up with them. You experienced them. But as far as you hanging back around them or trying to invite them wherever you at or talk to them on the phone like you used to, it'll never happen again.
Mm-mm.
Simple as that. It's like the love ain't no love lost. When you finally get that healing, I went away. I'll cut everybody. I'll cut you off. I cut everybody off. and I got healing, and it was the
And
best
guess what? I
thing.
have a vacation home closer than what you think. So I am close by you guys.
By
But that's
whom?
all you
By
need to
me?
know. No,
By them?
hell no. You too cold, girl.
I stay near Canada, so yeah,
No, ma'am. So, yeah, I do have a vacation place right there. Maybe like 45 minutes away.
an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, honey, and it's getting ready to get cold up there. Oh my God, it's getting ready to get cold.
So anyway, I'm going to end this live because we've been on here running our mouths, but this is for my dysfunctional
And we
family,
got other
my
families to go home
friends,
to.
and so many other people who have been looking for me. I am here. I am safe. I'm living my best life, and um, and I'm also doing classes. So, yeah.
Business classes, credit classes, all of that above. You want to learn how to fix your credit?
Yeah, now if your money right and you want to know how to, get your credit and all that stuff right, then you come holler at me. Just go ahead on and email me, and that will be it. I can help you out on that part, but anything else, like, nah, we
Start
good.
your business and everything. I charge, honey. My normal price is 150 for the credit, but
Yeah, that's another thing.
for the family price is
No,
350.
let me tell you something. For my family, I am definitely, if you want to know how to get into like really running a business and everything and getting funding and everything, you can holler at me, but you're going to pay me because I'm not doing any more of that free shit.
You get
That shit is
use and
done
abuse.
because I can't even believe that I even started out building somebody a website, and then girl, you can't even, girl, don't even let me
It's
get
still sitting
started.
up there.
Let me just stop right there because some people just don't want to go anywhere. Anyway, love you guys. See you guys maybe like in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 years. I don't know. But if you're serious about getting a business started, um I can help you out on that. That's the
Mhm.
only thing that I would do. I would reach back, help you out, but you will pay me this time. Nothing is no like they say. I had to pay for classes, so you hear me, girl. You know exactly
Girl,
who I'm talking to.
I knew this had to be Chicago. She got killed over an EBT card. Yes, indeed.
Ooh,
Some girl, two cousins and baby boy
you see what I'm saying? Life is too short.
over an EBT card.
Hmm.
Food stamps.